Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We're here for the second quarter final, and we have already seen an upset in that first match between France and South Africa. It was the French who are getting to advance in this competition. Now, Fiji versus Argentina. This game is going to be fireworks, and it is an early game here in New Zealand, which is absolutely awesome to see. Already so many people in attendance willing on the Fijians to go far in this competition. We have got their Fiji starting lineup, and will be Mothana Thangi, Jeremiah Matana, Drava, Nathunu, Jerry Tawai, huge amount of experience for that man, Ioane Teba, and then also Nadovalo as the last man there. Then from there, we look at Argentina's starting lineup. It will be Luciano Gonzalez, Rodrigo Isgro, Augustin Fraga, Gaston Ravo, Matthias Azuchuk, Marcos Moneta, and Santiago Verafeld, the last man in their starting lineup. South Africa losing to France is an upset. It is. As indeed. And also, as it's on YouTube, it might be for certain countries on the World Rugby Sevens website. So be sure to check that out, or on the World Rugby YouTube channel, I should say. Now it's going to be nicely taken by Argentina. We got hello from Chad as well. Welcome in, Chad. Hope you're doing all right. But now Argentina, they're in position early on in this game. Azuchuk goes across to Ravel. Now out on the wing, Augustin Fraga. The ball in hand. Now, Marcos Moneta definitely going to be a game-changing player alongside this man, Luciano Gonzalez, always willing to put the physicality into a match. A Sevens, Azuchuk moving up to the 22 now for Argentina. Close to the touchline, managers to just keep it in the field of play. And that caught Fiji off guard. They normally would have been able to drive him into touch, but Argentina, a lot of strength in those legs. Stay in the field of play. Good tackle made by Nadovalo and gets the clean turnover. Now Mothana Thangi starts to get the legs driving. Nadovalo, ball on the inside. No, instead decides to run it, and he's still going. Nadovalo now finds the offload on the outside to his teammate down the wing. Mothana Thangi offloads, but he finds Santiago Verafeld. But a brilliant run from the Fijians. 10 meters out from their own line, and Argentina get themselves the penalty. Go Fiji, go, says Jabiz there. And also, come on, Fiji, says Chad. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty hectically paced game between the two sides. Mothana Thangi flying down the wing. Great tackle made by Fraha. And then it was a great bit of work from Verafeld to be able to cut off a pass that could have gone to one of two individuals. Either Ioane Teba, I believe it was maybe Drava, the other man who was running alongside. Looks like Argentina might have a small injury at the moment for their captain, Gaston Ravo, unless that was strategic, just to slow it down a little bit and give them a bit of a spell. Right, time is back on. Argentina 15 meters out from their line. They will be kicking this one into touch in the form of Rodrigo Isgro. Or at least looking for touch anyway, and it doesn't happen for them. Fiji take it beautifully near the halfway line, and now running it back. It's going to be the veteran of the side, Jerry Tawai. Jeremiah Matana with the bump off. Physicality so far definitely has to go in favour of the Fijians. Ioane Teba again goes across to Tawai. Nice wide pass and great step on the inside. I've noticed that they haven't got either Bukayaro or Saturanga in the starting lineup. In fact, Saturanga is not even off the bench, which makes me wonder if there's some sort of injury lurking there for the Fijian player. Now, going off to the right-hand side, Fiji putting phases together quite nicely. Now, Mothana Thangi gives it on the outside, and Jeremiah Matana will go in for the first try of the match. The Fijians strike first in Hamilton, and the crowd are absolutely loving it. Come on, Fiji. Who do you think will win? I think Fiji have got a good crack. They were my team that I said would go far in the competition. Interestingly enough, on the scoreboard there, they had -5 for Fiji. I don't think that's how Sevens works. We're not quite playing golf with the minus scoring system, but Fiji 5-0 up. At the moment, Fijians are just machines, says John there. They certainly are. They've got some massive units in their side, and they all know their individual roles in this team, which I think is what is so important for the Fijians, because if you had all the size in the world and all the speed in the world, it doesn't always mean that you're going to get good results. And Fiji are an example of somewhere that they managed to get that right. Hay fever's no fun. Pollen from flowers is unfortunate. Let's go Fiji, says Jabez, but it's going to be kicked off. Fiji contest and Fiji retain, and the gaps are now starting to open up. Nathunu tried to swat it back to his teammate, but instead it is Marcos Moneta who was able to clean it up, now trying to run straight at a Flying Fiji, and that will hurt. Valon now. I'm going to start sneezing for this one. And it's going to be the penalty for offside against Fiji there. And they converted Fiji points to New Zealand currency, says Gareth. It's interesting. They've actually just put up on the screen, Fiji have not reached a semi-final since actually winning a competition. So if they go far in a competition, it's normally because they're going to win it. But if they don't get through that semi-final stage, we don't seem to see that same Argentine side that we saw in Vancouver that were able to take the title. Now, here's Sion Raval. The line out throw, 45 meters out from their own line here, Los Pumas. What can Raval do? Goes in long. Nicely taken, by Azachuk. Charging up the middle now. Nice bit of work in the breakdown. I think Jerry Tawai is not too happy with that. I'm not too happy with my nose. Now, Fraha. Oh, he's going to score as well. I missed pretty much all of the build-up for that one, unfortunately, with the commentary. I do apologize for that, but it was Augustine Fraga who was able to go down the wing. I think my nose has fallen off. I don't know what's wrong with it. Just keeps going at the moment, but we will continue as I look like I'm going to sneeze again. But Fraha beautifully driving down the wing and just able to fend off one attempt. One moment again. This is the worst game for it to happen for as well. This was the one I was most excited for in the quarterfinals. It didn't do this in the last game between South Africa and France. Right, there was an unsuccessful kicking attempt from Argentina. So the score sits 5-5 at the moment. And how's your gaming channel going? I get no notification. It is still about. It's just called the Kiwi Lads Entertainment now. It has changed its name. Nodovalo, sitting 40 meters out for the Fijians, looks for a miracle offload. And Argentina are able to jump on it. Now the ball's free. Little knock on the ground, and Argentina now will have themselves a scrum feeder. Come on, Fiji, says Jabez, and well done, Argentina. A great try down the sideline, says John. And also we have got there go Fiji. 20 seconds left in this first half. We knew it would be close between these two sides. I think that was something that was going to be certain. And I was like, you let's get tested, says Paul Tavai. Nah, it's just hay fever, unfortunately. Every morning, anytime like the sun is out, I just start sneezing flat out. Like what you didn't see is before the stream, I probably sneezed like 15 times. Now, it's going to be another penalty to Argentina. Sitting 25 meters out from the line. They're going for the scrum by the looks of it. And I says, Andy, welcome in. USA versus Australia Rugby today. Yes, yep, that is the next match that will be taking place. And I should actually mention the winner of this game takes on the winner of New Zealand versus Ireland. And what is the time? Says Harry. The time at the moment is 11:30 for us here in New Zealand. That is because you're overseas, isn't it? What time is it for you, Harry, at the moment? Do let me know. It looks like Gaston Raval might be going off the field here for Argentina. The last player that they want to have off the field at this point of the match. Yeah, 11:30 a.m. at the moment here in New Zealand. So it's about 8 hours until we see the final. Oh, it's just a little bit of blood on the elbow for Gaston Raval being sent to the blood bin. Now, ball fed in. This time it is Palandini, the replacement for Gaston Raval, already getting involved and giving it off to Santiago Verefeld. Now Ozachuk. Nice step from Rodrigo. Is grown now, trying to break through. Taken down again. Now Ozachuk Fires it left. This is where they scored their last try, Argentina. Luciano Gonzalez breaks through, gives it to Moneta. It might have been forward. It was forward. And that's going to be the end of the half. Argentina, they'll be disappointed with that. And went for New Zealand. I worked in New Zealand for Intergrin. And now Cap Gem. Says Gavin, defeats Fiji. Bring on the hard shots. Says Luke. Okay, Luciano Gonzalez did brilliantly there to lure in the defenders. It was half an inch from being a try for Argentina. But Marcos Moneta just received the full pass. And are you coming to Sydney Sevens next week? Says Paul Tavai. I won't be going to the Sevens, but I will be commentating the Sevens. Because theoretically, with this one being in New Zealand, the better one out of the two for me would have been to go to the one that is slightly local. But yeah, we will be doing the commentary on the Channel 4. I watched a movie where a guy played Jesus' role look like you. If you have beard and long hair, says Andy. I mean, the beard's not really coming along, is it? It's pretty rough, unfortunately. I need a beard like one of the other Kiwi lads, Isaac. Anyone who's seen his beard will know that he's got like a pretty impressive one. The beard, that is. Just talking to the French captain, Legel, and he's saying about how, like, no matter what, they're still going to stay humble because they haven't won the competition yet. And yes, they may have caused the upset against the Blitzboks, but they know that there's still a lot of work to go before taking out the crown. And come on, Fiji, show them why you are the world champions for Rugby Sevens, says Jabez. While we are at halftime, I should mention anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to see a little bit more of us in a slightly less serious manner, be sure to check out this link. It is for the Kiwi Lads Entertainment channel. George set me a task. He pretty much said to me, do you think you can make us go up 5 subscribers by the end of the day? And if I did, he was going to buy me a large chips from McDonald's. That is a true story. And also, what is the temperature there? For me, it's sitting at 17 degrees Celsius, but up there, it's probably about 20 degrees. At the moment, you look to be in beard or clean shaven or mustache, says Coding. I mean, I shaved not too long ago, and the beard kind of came back a little bit, but I don't have any plans of having a massive beard at this point. I just kind of let it grow and then chop it off when it gets too long. Now the second half, about to get underway. Waisena Thunu kicks it off and nicely slapped back by Marcos Moneta. Gives it off to Luciano Gonzalez, the two key players, I feel, for this Argentine side. Definitely with Hermaine Schultz not starting this match, but instead coming off the bench. Now kicked to behind. Moneta using his pace. He's managed to kick it forward. Wasn't sure where the ball went, but his Argentine teammate has been able to clean it up. It's going to be a penalty, though. This could be a yellow card. This could very much so be a yellow card against Fiji. It's really cold in England, -2. And being Kiwi-based, bad time zones are always hard. Get a huge subscriber base. Says Gareth and also Argentina always bring their A game when they play Fiji, said Paul. And now, well, Argentina, yeah, they're working hard at the moment, Argentina. They will have the man advantage at this stage. And also we have got there, it's really cold and kind of is. There's Harry and Luck. And there I was, -2. Probably colder than we've had in quite some time here in New Zealand. So hopefully you keep them warm in there. And I've also been watching Armageddon, I think that is, and other doomsday movies like There's No Tomorrow, says John. Have you just got them on Google at the moment, John? And you're just looking through every movie reference you can find. Or book reference as well. But Nadovalo, we've already used up 30 seconds of his yellow card. So that's worked quite well in Fiji's favour. Now Luciano Gonzalez goes straight through, scores the try, and he almost was unobstructed with his way to the try line. Brilliantly done there. And also moved from Oz Summer 35 to Canada -20, so -2 is nothing. Although, of course, people have different thresholds, Gareth. So, be nice, I guess is the best way of saying it. And also how I can watch the match somehow, no. Says one, depending on the country you're in, you might be able to go to the World Rugby Sevens website, and then from there, they should have it on the main page, being able to watch it. Some countries, it will come up saying it's unavailable to be able to watch. And also, bro, you are 10 seconds late. Says, Sir, more than likely, yes, because I am on Sky Sport now rather than watching on Sky. So there's actually a 30-second delay for them on that one. And also, I'm planning to come to Australia for the Rugby World Cup in 2027 with my dad, says Harry and Lux. So, yeah, hopefully you do enjoy that World Cup. And who knows who will be the most recent champions at that point, with France being so close, about 6 or so sides really looking like they've got a good crack. It's going to be slapped back by Rodrigo Estro. Now knocked backwards again. Argentina still with this ball, but they've got a 7-point lead. At the moment, it's a match coming on YouTube live stream. They do have the World Rugby Sevens YouTube channel, I believe. It does have the option of being able to watch this one, so you may be able to find it somewhere, coding. Or, like I said, go to the World Rugby Sevens website. Who do you think will win? The start of the match, I said Fiji. I'm going to stick with them. Even though they're down at the moment, they've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds to be able to turn it around. Now, Jerry Tawai finds the offload. That kick was unsuccessful for the Argentines in terms of turning the ball, or kicking the ball into touch, but now they've got the turnover. Marcos Maneta goes through, scores the try for Argentina. That's going to make it a lot more tricky for Fiji now, but they will have to keep on fighting for the final 4 minutes. I do apologise for the muting, ladies and gentlemen. I was sneezing my head off just before the live stream. And as I said, Argentina scored. They certainly did. Marcos Maneta, one of the world's greats when it comes to the sevens, was considered the up-and-coming player of the year only a couple years ago, I believe it was. Second upset is loading in form of Argentina beat Fiji. Says coding and thoughts on the New England head coach. I don't know him. Sorry, so I can't really comment on it. And also how I watched the match, someone know. Through World Rugby Sevens website. Best bet. Now, there's going to be Fiji who have to kick this one off. 3 minutes left. Nadovalo should be back on the field now. So that has one benefit. They are back to 7. Or in fact, they're receiving this kickoff. Slapped back again by Iskro. This time, Jerry Tawai waited strategically for it and did end up with that ball. Now back across again. Going to be a nice step. Mothinothangi trying to go through. There's just really not a huge amount of position for Fiji in this game. Now, my son Moa, man who can turn a game around, he's been dumped on his head. But he jumped into the tackle. Argentina get themselves the penalty. Do you get sponsored by Kleenex? Sadly not. And bro, you know our website on Google says seriously, yeah, World Rugby. All you got to type in. And also Fiji, says Paul, and also even machines can lose. They haven't lost yet, but it's not looking good for Fiji at the moment, says John. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a round of the upsets. Can you cover the Exeter versus Gloucester Rugby next Saturday? It is live on Sky Sport 3 p.m. kickoff. We'll see. It just depends on what else is on and also what time my cricket's on. Because I will be doing some real-life cricket myself. But now, Palandini throwing this ball in. Nicely taken by Argentina. Another try here would be the end of the game. Currently, they are sitting on 19 points to 5. And it means that Fiji need 2 converted tries in the last 100 seconds of this game to be able to get through to the next stage. It's kicked in behind. It looks like it's going to sit up. The ball bounces awkwardly. Goes into touch. They've got to... they consider taking it quickly. They don't have a lot of time at all. Bring a sevens leg in Fiji. I agree 100%. I said about it yesterday, and I said earlier today as well. If you're going to kick New Zealand out of the sevens legs, make it for the benefit of the Pacific Islands. Have one leg in Fiji a year. Have one leg in Samoa alternating. So it goes Fiji, Samoa, and give both Pacific Islands a chance to show what Pacific Island rugby is all about. And most of what it's about is about the support that the sides receive. We've already seen it here in New Zealand. The amount of people going for Fiji who will be, of course, disappointed at this game, but still point proven. There's a lot of people there for the Fijians and for the Samoans as well. So give them some home legs. See how they end up going. And do you remember the TV show Banzai? I do not. And OMG Fiji, what up? Says David. Yeah, it's looking like the third upset. Now it's not taken cleanly. Argentina should have had a certain try there, but they blew it. And now because of it, there's still a little chance for Fiji. Quick tap taken. YC and Nathunu gives it off to Vakura Billy. Finds the offload again. Nathunu goes out onto the wing. Fiji need 2 tries in 1 minute. And a good tackle made by Azachuk to slow it down. Now back across. 3 more, my Samoa. Now decides to carve up the middle. Finds his offload. Fiji slowly building. 40 meters out from their line now. With still 40 seconds left. Good attack and run. Quick hands. Here they come, the Fijians. Can they get back into this one late? It's a great step for Jeremiah Matana. Like I've said, Fiji have to score now. Oh, that's illegal from Azachuk, and he will go to the bin for some time. But now, now Azachuk, that has used up an extra 15 seconds. That was extremely cynical. And you say Argentina number 9 dumb. No, I think that was extremely smart. Even though it won't make him a popular man, think about it. He kicked that ball out. He knew he was getting a yellow card. He's used up an extra 20 seconds getting off the field that Fiji could have used to score. Now they've only got 9 seconds left to be able to run it in, and that won't be possible. So even though it seems like it was dumb, I think he knew exactly what he was doing, and he has caused Argentina to not have a last-minute comeback from the Fijians. That is the full-time siren that we are hearing now. Fiji, they'll have one last crack at this one. It could be similar to the last game. Now we see one last-minute try. They will score in the corner by the looks of it. It is Jeremiah Matana, but Argentina get themselves the win. This is a round of upset at the moment, I should say. I don't know who's upset or who the underdog is for USA Australia, but whoever it is, they got a pretty decent crack of being able to win that match, you would think. But Fiji, just not quite enough in this game, unfortunately for them. They will be losing by 9. A very good game from Argentina because from start to finish, they just seem to have that game management. Whereas Fiji, they just didn't really get the ball enough in that one either. Well done, Argentina, says John in USA. Says Ezra, right, 19 points to 10 at the end of this match. We will be transferring straight over to our next game now. But I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to check out our second channel as well. We've got a random video that's gone up on there. We play Guess Who in the middle of the night. Why do we mute sound? Says Ezra. It's just when I was blowing my nose. I didn't want you to have to hear that. So it made sense overall. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. We will be popping over to USA versus Australia. So I will see you all for the next one.